Hey everybody in YouTube land, this is Laura from Laura Lost and Found, and I'm here with my week 5 update. I missed my week 4 update. Have had a lot going on. Don't we all? I'm not the only one. But I weighed, what was it? Last Monday, I was at 274. Then before my trip to Kansas City, because my daughter and I went to go see my mother, I was 272. Had my appointment with my surgeon this past Thursday, and that's when I was at 272 at home. According to their office, I'm down 24 pounds. Woo! So I'm very pleased with that. And it was really cool to go on this trip because I had to kind of calculate and get some foods for myself. They have a Trader Joe's. They have several, of course, in Kansas City. So I was finally able to shop at Trader Joe's, which was a blast, and got foods there and also tried different flavors of the Halo Top ice cream. And I was on point. I haven't entered my food yet into my Fitness Pal, but for the period of time that I was there, I was really on point. So I'm very, very pleased. But I did have a higher sodium intake. And of course, driving, it's 4 hours one way. And so my fluid was up. And this morning I was 273. Again, I'm not tripping because this is a lifelong journey. And I'll just keep on keeping on and just keep on with the water. What was really fun though is that my daughter would have things and it didn't faze me at all. What was really interesting and noticeable, excuse me, I've just had some coffees and I'm kind of perspiring. I just do that. I think Lindsay Flygirl does that too. So yeah. My daughter, on the way back home, she wanted to eat and just wanted to do a drive-through, which I'm not particularly fond of in general for her, but when we're on the road, okay. And so we went through a Culver's and she ordered a big old bacon cheeseburger and cheese curds and I didn't really smell it. And my nose wasn't stopped up. I can taste things. And I just focused on driving because, I mean, after we got that food, we got right back on the highway and I was focused at, 70 miles an hour, making sure that we were safe. And at one point I looked over at her and I said, "Oh, did you eat?" And she said, "Yeah, Mom, I ate it all." And I was like very surprised that I hadn't smelled it. It was a complete non-issue for me. I didn't salivate. I didn't feel cheated or like, darn, I can't have any now. I can't wait till I can. None of that business. And I drew a line also because I do know the mental game would have really started with me. There's a wonderful, it's a Swiss confiserie where they make all these wonderful pastries, and it's called Andre's. It's in Kansas City. I think there might be one in St. Louis. Really nice stuff. Really, really good stuff. And that is my favorite place to get a birthday cake, or I used to go and pretend I was shopping for other people and get a bunch of stuff and just eat it all. Well, so Alma wanted to go there yesterday before we headed out home. And I said, "Honey, I will take you there, but you have to go in yourself and you pick it out." Well, fortunately, she didn't want to go in. I mean, she's 11, but she was just had a case of shy, I guess. And so I got past that, which was wonderful. But so yeah, successful. Yay. I did notice that I was thinking about food more often, but I think that's also associated with when you travel somewhere, at least for me in the past, when I travel somewhere, I want I'm always thinking about what the next meal is or what I can have because it's almost like oh, all bets are off. I can eat whatever I want. So, what's out there to eat? What new tastes can I experience? And or also going home to my hometown. I grew up in Kansas City. All those tastes that I remember, Topsy's popcorn, I mean, just a bunch of stuff. Wonderful Gates and Sons barbecue. It wasn't an issue for me this time. It was more, I had a lot more fun taking my daughter. We went to this mall called Legends Mall. It's a big outlet mall. It's actually a half hour from where we live. And so had a nice drive there and then went to all the athletic stores because she's an athlete and really into the name brands. And so that's the place to shop so you don't, spend an arm and a leg. And we walked around and shopped and did stuff for about 4+ hours. And I was fine. And I loved it that I was fine. And then we went to eat at the T-Rex Cafe, which was a huge amount of fun because of the way they have that place decorated. And it's really exciting, especially for small children. But my inner child was having a blast. And we sat there for over an hour, and I just had a cup of green tea, and then I also had French onion soup. Yes, there's bread in there, but I nursed that puppy, and I've never chewed cheese so much in my life. And I didn't even finish the whole thing. They bring it to you like in this small cauldron, which was kind of fun. But I think it probably held maybe up to 2 cups. So I ate it super slow and over an extended period of time, and I didn't even eat all of it. And I was satisfied. I didn't feel a pinch. I could look around and watch kids eating burgers, and my daughter had mozzarella sticks, and she had, what else did she have? She had a turkey club sandwich. And boy, I'm really zooming in on my face here. Sorry, guys. This is with my phone, so of course I'm going to be really in your face because you're going to be in mine when you watch it. But anyway, I digress. Again, squirrel. I had a great time and wasn't distracted or tempted or tortured by the fact that people were eating around me, having foods that they just weren't choices for me, and that was okay. It's like, okay, I've had mozzarella sticks, no big deal. So, yay on that. Yes, you can do life after VSG. Yes, it's wonderful to plan your meals, but when you can't plan your meals and you're kind of living off the cuff, it can still be done. And it was really exciting and very empowering. And so I felt really good about that. Let's see. NSVs. Well, I'm noticing that the towel is wrapping around me closer and closer, further and further. I have a towel that I use when I go to the pool. Oh, pool. Yes. I've been cleared for all exercise. So that's really, really good. I just had really, and my blood pressure was 120/80. Of course, it had been around that anyway because of the amount that I had been working out up to surgery, but still nice to have, especially when they did that closely after they took my blood, which I really don't enjoy. So that was an NSV. Of course, an NSV is, not being tortured when my daughter is still eating what she wants to eat within grabbing distance. And, I'm sure there are others. Well, my clothes are super loose. My pants that I've been wearing to work are ridiculously stupid loose. but we ended up, isn't it? I didn't get anything for me, and I'm not trying to sound like a martyr. It was this trip. It was easier just to focus on her. So, I know I'm going to be fitting into smaller pants soon. So that's really, really exciting. And I guess that's it for right now. I just want to thank everybody for watching. For those of you who take the time to hear me blather on. I would like to say it's occurred to me in my thoughts. In a previous video, I talked about how much education I've had, and it wasn't saying that I'm better than anyone, because I certainly am not. It's just what I chose to do in my past 54 years. And when I was saying what I was saying, I was trying to make the point that I can focus on getting these different degrees or masters, but I wasn't able to focus enough to get the weight off of me. That's the only comparison I'm making. Don't feel any kind of superiority, or I'm addicted to finally learning, which I wasn't when I was younger, not at all. But anyway, I just kind of felt like I wanted to clear that up in case that rubbed anybody the wrong way. Also, I said something about looking into the abyss of over 300. Again, that's not a comment on anybody who's been over 300 or 400 or 500. None of that. It's all relative. It has to do with what what my fear was, and it could have been 400 or 500. It just happened to be 300 for me because my joints were killing me, and I was so miserable already. So anyway, we're all different, but I don't in any way feel better or superior than anybody else. And I'm just so thankful for all of you, and I learned so much from all of you. And I hope that I can, toss out a pearl of wisdom here and there that maybe you might find beneficial. Speaking of which, pearls of wisdom, I got the cooking book from Cooking Keto with Christy, which is fabulous. And I'm also going to read the why we get fat and what to do about it, because that's what got her turned around. Christy was a person who had bypass and gastric bypass, and then she gained all the weight back, and she really felt like a failure until she discovered the low carb way of eating. Again, low carb isn't for everybody, but for people who are interested in it, I find she has really incredible recipes and makes it really doable to where her kids and her husband are even doing it because she, makes it livable. So I got those books. I also got that book that Finding Elizabeth recommended. Which one is it? Oh, yes. This one, Thinner, Leaner, Stronger. And I'm reading about that. And from what I can tell, I'm not that far into it, but he wouldn't necessarily be low carb. But I like his approach, and I'm interested in seeing what his workouts are. So, I guess that's it for now. I just didn't want to miss because I missed last week, and just loved all of you. Rachel B., you just always bring stuff up that helps me or makes me think, oh, I want to look into that, like talking about pre-workout stuff. So thank you. You've been a great help. And of course, I love my K Pounds. I hope you're doing well out there. And Jody, thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. I'm just so pleased. I know I said that last time, but it's good to be included. It's nice. And of course, SJ, thank you so much. Your videos are very informative, and I want to learn more. At the Trader Joe's I was at, they didn't have any low carb bread, so I'm going to probably be ordering that online, I think, because I don't know where they'd carry it around here. Okay, anyway, sending you lots of love and light, and you'll be seeing less of me more often. Ciao for now. Bye.